Ever seen The Exorcist? Remember that creepy, almost gargoyle-like statue dug up in Iraq at the beginning of the movie? That, my friends, is Pazuzu. But he's not just a Hollywood monster. Pazuzu is a real figure from ancient Mesopotamian mythology. A powerful demon with a surprisingly complex story. So, who was he? And why was he both feared and, believe it or not, sometimes welcomed? Let's travel back thousands of years to ancient Assyria and Babylonia. Pazuzu was known as the king of the wind demons. His appearance was a terrifying mix of different creatures. He had the body of a man, the head of a lion or dog, talons of an eagle, 4 feet, and a scorpion's tail. And if that wasn't enough, he also had 2 pairs of wings. This monstrous form was meant to show his dominion over all creatures and his fearsome power. He was the son of Hambi, the god of evil, and he commanded the hot, destructive southwest winds that brought famine during the dry seasons and swarms of locusts during the rainy seasons. You can see why people were absolutely terrified of him. But here's where things get interesting. Pazuzu wasn't just a force of pure evil. He was also an arch-nemesis of another, even more feared demonic figure. The goddess Lamashtu was a horrific demoness who preyed on pregnant women and newborn babies, causing miscarriages and infant death. She was the ancient world's worst nightmare for any family. And this is Pazuzu's twist. Because he was so powerful and so fearsome, he was one of the only beings capable of driving Lamashtu away. So, ancient people developed a strange relationship with him. They would use his image as a protective charm. Archaeologists have found numerous amulets, plaques, and small statues of Pazuzu. These weren't for worshipping him, but for warding off evil. Think of it like fighting fire with fire. Pregnant women would wear amulets with Pazuzu's head on them. Small plaques depicting Pazuzu, forcing Lamashtu back into the underworld, would be hung in homes, especially in bedrooms, to protect the mother and child. His terrifying face, which was meant to scare humans, was also used to scare away other, more malicious spirits. In a world full of unseen dangers, having the king of demons on your side, even temporarily, was a risk worth taking. So, when The Exorcist used Pazuzu as the antagonist, it was tapping into this ancient and powerful mythology. The movie portrays him as a purely malevolent entity possessing a young girl. While this fits the modern idea of a demon, it simplifies his original role. In ancient Mesopotamia, he was a much more ambiguous, terrifying demon. Yes, but also a protector. He was a necessary evil, a frightening guardian against something even worse. This duality makes Pazuzu one of the most fascinating figures in demonology. He represents the ancient understanding that the world isn't black and white. Sometimes, protection comes from the most unlikely and even the most frightening of sources. He wasn't good, but he could be used for good. He was a monster who fought other monsters. The next time you see that iconic, grotesque face from The Exorcist, remember its true origins. It's not just the face of a movie monster. It's the face of a complex ancient demon, the king of the winds, a bringer of famine, and paradoxically, a guardian of mothers and children. A symbol of how our ancestors navigated a dangerous world, using fear itself as a shield. Thanks for watching. If you found this dive into ancient mythology interesting, do not forget to like this video and subscribe for more deep dives into the stories that shape our world. See you next time!